Hey everyone, what's going on? It's Cody Steck. Welcome back to another video. In this one, we're giving you a quick update on some recent events that are happening here along the Salt Lake City skyline. So we're going to jump into this article number one right here, which is talking about a new potential Major League Baseball coming to Salt Lake City's west side. So Utah's capital city is looking to elevate to the big leagues. The Larry H. Miller Company, along with other prominent names in the state, working under a group name of Big League Utah, announced Wednesday it's working to bring a Major League Baseball team to the Beehive State, preferring to build a stadium on a large plot near the current Rocky Mountain Power land on Salt Lake City's west side. Salt Lake City already has a AAA-based team with the Salt Lake Bees, which is owned by the Miller Company. So if you don't know, the Larry H. Miller Company did also own the Utah Jazz at one point. They did sell it off more than a few years ago, but they have had a history of being involved with the sports teams here in Utah. And if there's anybody who's going to do it and bring it to the state, it is very likely going to be the Larry H. Miller Group. So that's pretty cool to see. The company announced earlier this year that it will move the team from the Smiths ballpark in the ballpark neighborhood to a future site in South Jordan in 2025. This is going to be out by daybreak. So they're actually moving the AAA team and potentially making a bid to bring a Major League Baseball team here to the state. There are currently 30 teams across the United States and Canada. ESPN notes that Music City Baseball in Nashville, as well as the Portland Diamond Project in Portland, Oregon, are also vying for expansion franchises in the near future. I don't know about you guys, but I think that Salt Lake City would be a much better choice than either one of these. I think it'd be cool to have another source of entertainment here in Utah. Even though I'm not a huge baseball fan, I still like going to a baseball game, just kind of hanging out. It's fun to do once in a while. It's a sport that's a little bit slower. It's a great family sport. The tickets can be very affordable compared to other sporting projects. So I think it's actually a pretty good setup that they're going for here. The announcement came before Rocky Mountain Power officials break ground on the first of a series of projects expected to completely change about 100 acres of land that a company owns on the city's west side in the coming years. They're set to reimagine its current headquarters in the city, and the Salt Lake City Council approved a rezoning of the project earlier this year. So that's pretty cool to see that this could potentially be coming here to Utah. Now I want to jump over here and look at this article, which talks about water worries. Utah cities react to flooding after 20 Kaysville homes are evacuated after road damage. We're going to take a look at some photos here, which are absolutely crazy. Take a look at this. This is on the hillside here in Kaysville. This house has, this side of the road, where the road is over here, and then these front yards of these homes have completely sunk. This is due to major water runoff from the mountain, from the hillside. And basically this comes down to probably a factor of just general Mother Nature, but also probably poor compaction when they developed this community. So if I was one of these homeowners, man, I'd be really concerned about having a house on this street, especially, if you already live here or if you're considering purchasing in this neighborhood. I'd be very concerned about it. You can see there's a for sale sign right here. There's a porta potty. So this is obviously a community that's under construction and is set to be built here soon. We've actually been talking a lot about these different communities that have been having issues like this, settling issues, flooding issues, etc. Here on the channel, we've been talking about that for the last couple of weeks, and this is no different, right? You can see that this has dropped. Here's a dumpster. Those are going to be like, what, 5, maybe 6 feet tall, and this is sitting below that level. So this has dropped like almost 7, maybe 8 feet down, which is crazy. Somebody could really get hurt, or it could totally demolish your house. So not a good thing to be having there. 20 homes have been evacuated as a precaution as spring runoff flooded and damaged a road in a Kaysville neighborhood on Wednesday morning. So this just happened. The fire chief said crews responded to the Orchard Ridge neighborhood and began knocking on doors as floodwaters entered the neighborhood. We have a washout on Orchard Ridge Lane. Big sinkholes. The sidewalk has caved in. Water is flowing down Orchard Ridge Drive right now. Now, let's actually pull that up here and take a look at where this is located. So let me get my big head out of the way, make that a little bit smaller. So this is up on the east side, right along the Wasatch Mountains, right? So this is in Kaysville. This is going to be north of Farmington. You've got Fruit Heights right here. And then this is going to be the kind of a northern neighborhood of Kaysville up here against the mountainside. So you've got a campground over here. Orchard Ridge Lane is a new community here by Ivory Homes. If we move over here to the satellite, you can see this is a relatively new area with a lot of different, new homes going in on these different roads here. And basically the floodwaters just kind of came right down this main road, it looks like. So this is up on the hillside right here at the base of the mountains. So pretty interesting to see there. In a Facebook post, the city said the roads have been severely damaged near Orchard Ridge Lane and Mountain Road, with several sections of pavement having collapsed. The city warned residents living along Orchard Ridge, Stonehouse Bend, or Cobblewood Court to move vehicles out of the area and stay off of those roads, as stability of roads and infrastructure cannot be immediately determined. I'd probably be staying out of my house as well. You know, if I was in this position, I mean, if the ground is settling that much, there's a good chance you're going to have issues with your house or potentially, you know, the sidewalks. There's a lot of different issues that could arise out of that. Ivory Homes, the developer of the recently completed Orchard Ridge Estates subdivision, said in a statement that none of its new homes have had water infiltrate the interiors, and said there was no private property damage. I think at this point, I personally be, you know, less concerned with the water and more concerned with potential settling or my house, you know, completely collapsing due to this. We are alarmed by the news of significant flooding here in this community. We're grateful that everyone in the area is reported safe. The volume of water directed at the system was not anticipated by the designs approved by the city, and as a result, the water significantly undermined these new streets. Ivory Homestead is working closely with city officials and is delivering thousands of sandbags to help the city mitigate the floods. Guys, I'm just kind of feel like a broken record here. You know, if there is water coming through these areas, I don't know about you, but I kind of think the water should be running along the top of the road, not necessarily washing out all the dirt underneath the road and underneath the sidewalk. That's the bigger concern here that doesn't seem to be getting addressed. So if we click on this video here, you can actually see there is a little bit of water flowing here along the top of the road, at least as far as you can see. But that doesn't really address the sinkhole that we saw there. So there's flooding elsewhere. That's you know, another topic for another day. So we're going to wrap up the video right there. If you want to learn more about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, and play here along the Wasatch Front, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you're looking at buying or selling real estate here in the state of Utah, make sure to reach out to me, call, text, or email anytime. I absolutely love hearing from you guys. And with that said, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.